NetJoints has put together a plan to secure the elections, and this plan is managed by the national, provincial, and district and local NetJoints. This plan is to ensure that there is sufficient police visibility in and around voting stations around the country to prevent crime and or intimidation of voters and any role play. Furthermore, members of SAPS will be deployed at all provincial result centers to ensure the integrity of the finalization of the results. The deployment of SAPS, of SANGA, and other law enforcement agencies will be determined and be guided by structured threat analysis and crime patterns. Over and above the physical analysis and the deployments of SAPS officers at the voting districts, reserve forces from the police will be on standby to provide additional assistance should the need arise and around the identified hotspots. In other words, we have had a look at the country as a whole. We have identified areas which give us concerns. We have ranked these areas, the hotspots, into medium, low, and high risk areas, and we will be deploying accordingly. We have the Intelligence Coordinating Committee that has conducted a security threat assessment, and they have assured us that the country is relatively stable and that this is conducive to a free and fair elections. As the security cluster, we again want to assure the country that law enforcement agencies will be on hand at every voting station to ensure that the democratic process is not disturbed in any way whatsoever, and that the elections are free and fair, and that everybody exercises their choice in whatever manner they choose.
The problem we raised in Gauteng, as we said, that Gauteng is one of the hotspots as a province, is more restricted to one area rather than the whole province. Which is basically your Mamelodi, your Mabopane, your Asheville, your Winterfeld. Very fortunately, 2 days ago, there were serious operations around those places, of which the Premier of Province, the MEC, the Minister, we joined those operations of the police there, trying to work on prevention, because prevention policy is just like in health, Minister, but the prevention is always the best. But if it does happen, then we go for investigation. The management of the police have deployed extra forces in both Mamelodi and the Mabopane, that as we speak, they are patrolling now, coming from sometimes our special units, your TROT, the NIU, if it is necessary, in order to cool off those temperatures before the time comes. That is the same thing in KZN, the National Commissioner and the Visible Policy. They have sent extra personnel and extra machinery in places like KZN to enable the provincial commissioners in those provinces to work on those matters. In Western Cape, I think it was on Friday, not Saturday, I guess Saturday, 150 cars were provided in Western Cape. In Western Cape, we have got about 193 extra people that have been sent working there to quell the violence and crime in the stations that are known like your Delft, your Khayelitsha, Makaza, and Marikana, those areas. So that's the Western Cape. Unfortunately, in Eastern Cape, as we speak, there is a problem of the blockade in one of the main roads, that is N10 in Eastern Cape, where there are trucks that have blocked there. Both Minister of Transport and Minister Labour, they are there, and the National Commissioner, General Masimula, are working in terms of the level to put any form of assistance if it is necessary.